Many times we wish our lives could be as smooth as silk. But in reality, a variety of problems and issues are bound to affect us, our communities, and the world around us. So helping students become effective problem solvers is critical for their future and ours. And that's where teachers come in. Teachers have a way of helping kids work through challenging situations. They may listen, provide support, and suggest different ways of seeing a problem. They may also provide rich, authentic learning experiences to help students tackle important local or global issues and needs. Experiences like service learning. Through service learning, students become experts and change makers. They gain new knowledge, skills, confidence, and empathy. And they have their teachers to thank for enabling them to learn and grow by helping others.
Lunchtime is when my stomach hurts. I'm hungry.
I feel bad, and I feel like I don't have enough food to keep me going.
I feel sad and worried because they might get really sick. When I do UNICEF Kids, I feel like I'm a part of somebody's life that isn't mine. I feel really happy because I'm saving people's lives, and I just have this feeling inside of me that it's just so great. I think it's really important for kids to learn about other cultures because then you can compare other cultures to your culture and you can find the similarities and differences and maybe be more accepting of other cultures.
I taught American Sign Language, or ASL, because I like to be able to communicate with hearing people and my hearing friends. And I have a best friend who's hearing, and it makes me really happy to be able to communicate with all people.
What I learned is when other people learn about their culture, I got to learn about them and understand them a bit more too.
And then how did you feel about doing this?
At first, a little shy because I was talking in front of a lot of people and a lot of people would see me. But after a little while of talking, then I just forgot about it and kept going. It's just fun to learn new things.
I love it.
Hello, my name is Shannon Hemmelgarn, and I am the proud library media specialist that supports the students, staff, and families of Windermere Elementary School. As our school adjusted to the ebb and flow of the pandemic, I was able to organize and provide a student-led morning video announcement program to help keep our fractured learning community together in a small and consistent way. As the show began to develop into more than just the Pledge of Allegiance and a handful of school announcements, the idea of wrapping in our diversity, equity, and inclusion district efforts came to be through a simple cooking show segment when one of our staff volunteered to share that she was looking forward to celebrating Rosh Hashanah by making a family applesauce recipe. This simple but heartfelt segment inspired me to reach out to other families in our learning community who may want to share their cultures and traditions with my viewers. Prior to this year, our school has always celebrated with events, both big and small, throughout the year that would expose and integrate our community's families. The easygoing virtual interviews brought us into families' homes in a natural and comfortable way. The focus of the interview was always celebratory and child-focused. The students who were interviewed beamed with pride, and we talked about a wide variety of topics including Diwali, Ramadan, the Philippines, and Turkey. We addressed secular and non-secular holidays of the Christian and Jewish calendar. We learned how the Lunar New Year was celebrated and how to speak and write Chinese. We celebrated African American, Asian American, women, and deaf culture. All families are welcome to share. These students and their families provided a wonderful service simply by sharing their stories. We learned that sharing who you are and what makes you you is fun and can inspire others to share their stories. And we should do it all year long and it be a valued and embedded element in our school culture. It does not require a big celebration, just someone who has an open heart and some courage to share a little piece of who they are. Sharing about a unique culture or tradition demystifies and connects us. It helps us all realize we are more the same than not. Who is Windermere? We are.
I break stigmas by speaking openly and educating others about personal experiences with mental health disorders.
I break stigmas by recognizing that mental illness is illness.
I used my switches to help pick colors.
I painted rocks. It made neighbors feel happy.
Rock project, I remember placing the rocks outside so everybody can find them when they're sad or upset.
finding the rocks.
One of the main reasons it's important for teenagers to tell their stories is because that's the middle ground from being a child and being an adult. Usually, as adults, we can go back to our childhood and think about something that hurt us or changed our lives. And we sit with it during our teenage years and we never really speak about it until later in life when it may be too late or when nothing can be done about it. As teenagers, it's important that they have an opportunity to use their voice, to vocalize what it is they're feeling, what they're going through, and possibly free somebody else from the same things they're feeling, or teach lessons to the adults in their lives and give them an opportunity to reach out and help in the best way possible. Because everyone has a story, but we have to make sure that we give space for them to tell their stories.
From the storytelling project, I would like to say that I have gained so much more benefits from it.
I think it's important because you're getting to know somebody's point of view and how their life is, and how it affects them as a person. And
I feel more confident in my voice and what I have to say, and that it's important. And I didn't always think my voice or my stories were important to tell because I feel like there's always somebody going through something else. So this lesson kind of showed me that even the most insignificant story that you think you have is still a story to tell, and it might
really appreciate this project. I wish that something like this was going on in every high school. These days, it's so important to widen the screen and get the full view of other people's lives, and as well as sharing our own. And storytelling is a very important way to do that. So I really appreciate this.
I'm Sarah Loken with Community Shelter Board, and I'm here to say thank you to the teachers who undertake the important work of service learning with their students. Service learning turns students into activists and lifelong champions for social justice. Thank you for being part of this powerful and creative network that inspires students to build better communities.
Hello, educators, teachers, students, administrators. My name is Emmy Beeson, and I'm the superintendent at Toll's Career and Technical Center. I'm coming to you today with a little bit of a party behind me, celebrating the hard work that you have done this school year. I can say for sure, in my many years of being an educator, I've never lived through a school year like this, and neither have you. Yet you showed up every day, engaging students and helping to support them through challenges that certainly existed prior to the pandemic, but have been really highlighted during this difficult time. We know that you have been the heroes for our students and for our schools. And as a superintendent, I want to thank you and celebrate with you. To all of our teachers who figured out how to use service learning in the midst of the pandemic, how to incorporate it into remote learning, into hybrid learning, into in-person learning, finding ways to engage students and to make their learning irresistible in the midst of all of this turmoil. You truly have been and will continue to be heroes and inspirations in our profession. Thank you so much for the work that you've done on behalf of students, and thank you for continuing to inspire so many of us that we are definitely in the right place doing the right work. Congratulations on a job well done.